Maiyegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ dódódódó.
Maiyegun diary, Nayibi number one.
Maiyegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ dódódódó.
Maiyegun diary, Nayibi number one.
Maiyegun ti dé o, ọ̀rẹ́ ará ìlú.
Maiyegun diary, Nayibi number one.
Lórí Facebook, lórí YouTube.
Maiyegun diary, Nayibi number one.
Gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Maiyegun já wa sí.
Maiyegun diary, Nayibi number one.
Àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o.
Maiyegun diary, Nayibi number one.
Bó bá ṣe eré, àní Maiyegun máa wí.
Maiyegun diary, Nayibi number one.
Ó sì tún ṣe eré, wàá gbọ́ níbẹ̀ o.
Maiyegun diary, Nayibi number one.
Maiyegun diary, diary politico.
Maiyegun diary, Nayibi number one.
Godfatherism kò sí lọ́rọ̀ Maiyegun.
Maiyegun diary, Nayibi number one.
Ẹ farabalẹ̀ sẹ́ o, kẹgbọ́rọ̀ lẹ́nu o.
Maiyegun diary, Nayibi number one.
Àní Maiyegun làwa mọ̀ dódódódó.
Maiyegun diary, Nayibi number one.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Maiyegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Lórí Facebook.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Lórí YouTube.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Bọ́ bàbá gbé wúrẹ́.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Ijó ìgbádìyẹ.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Pẹ̀sìdó bá rúfin o.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Kí gómìnà kówó jẹ.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Ọlọ́pàá tí ń darí bá.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Súnrakì, Maiyegun ti dé. Jẹ̀lú ẹ súnrakì, Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ súnrakì, Maiyegun ti dé. Probably they didn't want us to do the broadcast tonight. So for some reason, the system began freezing and freezing until I was unable to get it going. So I'm going to be brief on this tonight. Then we will continue the rest tomorrow. You have seen that obviously the Buhari's government gives no damn about anybody or what you think whatsoever. The Buharidins and the Buhari Didirins also, they don't care what what happens, how many people dies, as long as Boko Haram continues to be their president. No problem, keep him. Today, I know, even though if there is no shame in many of you who are very much one Nigeria champion. Some of you who are claiming to be one Nigeria, right? You are doing so out of political correctness, right? Some of you are expecting that maybe something will happen, some set of people will need to come in, and then you'll be able to then change the country, the same thing they told you in 2015. Today, Boko Haram released 601 terrorists. They call them repentant terrorists. People who killed people who turned Nigerians to refugees in their own country. Before now, they have been secretly releasing them. secretly releasing them. We don't know their names. We don't know their identity. We have no details about them, but Boko Haram knows them. Many of them have been reported to have returned back to go and join Shekau. They have returned back to go and join Shekau to continue to attack Nigeria. Many of them turned to bandits instead of going to be Boko Haram. And only Boko Haram's government knows them by name and their faces. Nigerians don't know them. But for the first time, they were bold enough to upload their photos to show us that, yes, it's true. We release terrorists because they have repented. 601 terrorists released today. But just the way they told you in 2015 that the problem is not the country. The problem is bad leadership. You needed to kick out PDP. Goodluck Jonathan was clueless. So let us change him to someone who is tough, a retired general. He is going to crush Boko Haram. He is going to crush terrorism. He is going to unite the country. Nigeria was going to be great again. There were those who were actually bragging that Oyinbos will begin to queue for Nigeria visa. Unfortunately, instead of Oyinbo to queue for your visa for good thing, they are actually, I mean, your citizens are actually crossing the border. Many of them are dying in the Mediterranean. And that is the truth you don't like telling yourselves. But it all started from the lie they told you in 2015. The man who led the lie, Buhari, when he went to London to go and meet their old normal colonial masters and all that, in London, he told the whole world what he was going to do to Boko Haram. And this is what he said as a reminder.
I, as a retired general and a former head of state, have always known about our soldiers. They are capable, they are well-trained, patriotic, brave, and always ready to do their duty in the service of our country. But in the matter of this insurgency, our soldiers have neither received the necessary support nor the required incentives to tackle this problem. The government has also failed in any effort towards a multidimensional response to this problem, leading to a situation in which we have now become dependent on our neighbors to come to our rescue. Let me assure you that if I am elected president, the world will have no cause to worry about Nigeria as it has so recently. That Nigeria will return to its stabilizing role in West Africa. We will pay special attention to the welfare of our soldiers in and out of service. We will give them adequate and modern arms and ammunition to work with. We will improve intelligence gathering and border patrols to choke Boko Haram's financial and equipment channels. We will be tough on terrorism and tough on its root causes by initiating a comprehensive economic development plan, promoting infrastructural development, job creation, agriculture and industry in the affected areas. We will always act on time and not allow problems to irresponsibly fester. And I, Muhammad Buhari, will always lead from the front.
So that is what Buhari said in 2015. I think it was about, it was around January or February 2015, before the election got postponed. I, Muhammad Buhari, would always lead from the front. We will not, we will not wait for problem to fester before we respond. Where is Buhari now? Where is that your leader that will lead you from the front? They are killing soldiers. He said they were going to choke the finance, the source of Boko Haram if he was elected president. That means they will stop those who are funding them, which they made you believe was a PDP, and they needed to go. You all agreed that they needed to go. And go, they go, or they gone, or went. That was the lie they told you. So many of them are going to tell you the same lie in 2023. There is a Messiah. Oh, he's going to make sure that this and that. And so many of you, with your political correctness, you are going to continue to say that everywhere. Yes, I trust him. He's a leader with acumen. He's a leader of leaders. He's a blah, 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 blah. You will bring another thief. The same way they sold you the lie. But something happened. Immediately, Boko Haram was elected and APC took over government in Nigeria. Boko Haram traveled to America. For the first time as the new president. And they were asking him a question that before the election, Nigeria was so divided that you would think Nigerians will start war after the election. So you, the new president, what are you going to do to unite the country and bring inclusive government so that every part of the country, everyone will feel among, they will feel belong, they will feel like Nigeria is their country, not as the losers that must be punished? What are you going to do, Mr. Boko Haram? Do you know what he said? Maybe you don't remember. I will remind you. Listen to this.
I, as a retired...
No, this, rather.
Last two questions, and briefly, Dr. Pauline Baker.
Mr. President, welcome. And I've been a student of Nigeria for many years, and first of all, I want to tell you that I have never seen such a hopeful attitude toward Nigeria and the United States as since your election. So I think we all here want you to succeed. My question relates to another area of Nigeria that hasn't gotten much attention during this trip, and that is the Niger Delta. It's a challenge that you're going to face. I wonder if you would tell us how you intend to approach it with particular reference to the amnesty, bunkering, and inclusive development. Thank you.
Inclusive government. Inclusive government. How you include, women, youth.
I see. Yes. I hope you have a copy of the election results. Naturally, constituencies, for example, that year gave me 97%. Cannot, in all honesty, be treated on some issues with constituencies that gave me 5%. I think these are political reality. While certainly there will be justice for everybody, everybody will get his constitutional right. But while the party in constituencies, by their either sheer hard work, they made sure that they got their people to vote and to ensure their vote count. They must feel that the government has appreciated the effort they put in putting the government in place.
Did you hear that? This was the man that just won an election. A divisive election. An election like never before. The remnants of that election is still with Nigerians today because this man was very much ready to latch on that division, to become a tyrant that he is today. And to this day, instead of Nigerians to be united, they are more divided, courtesy of a man that won a divisive election. They never stopped. They went on and on, even when they won. They went on and on with divisive rhetorics. He even went on to a point by going on this impunity of a fame, which they call nepotism. Nepotism. You see, forget about big English. All right. Sometimes I don't even understand them myself. But what that simply means is that to unite a country, they call something federal character. Federal character, which started with quota system. Quota system means they wanted a particular region to get a particular cutoff mark in education and will still be entitled to the same other children from other regions who have to struggle to beat the highest cutoff mark set by the education body. So they call it quota system. Then they have another one they call federal character. This guy came and he killed federal character, sliced the throat, turned to a tyrant, went to NBA General meeting, Nigerian Bar Association, where all lawyers, the greatest lawyer they call themselves in Nigeria, common criminals, most of them, because they are friends with these thieves. They are those who help them to manipulate the fake book they call the law, constitution. This same guy went into the Bar General meeting, Nigeria Bar NBA General meeting, and told them that national security is more important than human rights in Nigeria, which means in the name of national security, Buhari would arrest you, and there is no court that can free you. And you can see Omoyele Sowore is battling with that, something that ordinarily should never have happened. But he managed to do that because he was latching on that division. Through that division, he knows, even though those who are Buharidins, Buharidideris, they are also living in that same Nigeria where there is no job, there is no electricity, there is no good road, there is no security. Corruption has escalated, skyrocketed. They know all of that. They see the killings too. But because the people they follow, they call leaders, have been building their power based on that division that, it's because of 2015. When you tell them about the killings, even if they see them, they will tell you, is it today? Because of the division of 2015. So it never united the country. It divided the country more. It gave the position of securing the country to the most trusted people from his region in the northern part of the country. We would expect that as a retired general, automatically the Boko Haram fight should be over in no time. But that didn't happen. It lagged on because they now turned it to complete business now. Instead of prosecuting the arrested Boko Haram fighters, they are releasing them. Instead of him to reduce the number of IDP camps, internally displaced person. Now English, then take Polisham. You know what that means? It means Nigerians who are refugees in Nigeria. You know, at least you know the meaning of refugee. People who have been chased away. Many of their family members have been killed. Their properties have been destroyed. They have to live in an open field. They have to live in a makeshift tent. They have to live in abandoned schools, abandoned properties to feel safe. Nigerians who are refugees in their home country. That is what they call IDP. Okay? When they want to make it sound nice, they will say IDP. There's nothing like IDP. Nigerians who turn refugee inside Nigeria, but they will tell you, nobody should try and cause war in Nigeria. Don't try and cause war. Everything is like, we should be praying for them. My friend, don't try and start war. You are at war. And they are showing you cartoon. And they are telling you to make up the rest in your head. You are already at war. Bodies are piling up everywhere in the part of the country. You know that. In that statement, it said they were going to do something about border control. They didn't do anything about border control. Today, Boko Haram stroll between Nigeria, Niger, Chad, and all those places. And guess what? Nigerian troops dare not go after them. Even when Chadian troops chased them into Borno, Buratai the butcher flew to Borno to go and stop the Chadian army from entering Nigeria to come and kill Boko Haram. Within 2 days, the Chadians returned and Boko Haram regained power. Shekau, that was crying for help, calling on Allah, 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 when Chadian soldiers chased them out of Chad into Nigeria, suddenly Shekau turned to a powerful one because Buratai the butcher stopped the onslaught instead of Nigerian government or Nigerian soldiers to finish the job. They didn't. The key positions of how to protect the North is in the hands and control of the Northerners as you speak. They know the weapons Nigeria have. They know about Nigerian armory. They know what weapon can wipe out Boko Haram. They choose not to use them because they are profiting from them. But as if that is not enough, they have not prosecuted one single Boko Haram fighter in 5 years. Rather than prosecute them in 5 years, the government of Buhari in Nigeria immediately came to power. He did two things. Number one, he set up a sort of a process. I don't know what to call it. A program, a process. They called it Operation Safe Corridor. Operation Safe Corridor was created for repentant Boko Haram, meaning Buhari's government didn't come to fight Boko Haram. It came to rehabilitate them and possibly make them official government killers. You know, when they rehabilitate you and government says you are now clean, do you know that you can actually look for a job, including joining the police, joining the army? It is part of the amnesty they give to them. So meaning those who were once killing soldiers, those who were once killing police, those who were once killing Nigerians, they are now going to be wearing Nigerian uniform officially with ID card, and they can begin to kill you officially. It is a common sense. Buhari didn't come into APC, Buhari, they didn't come in to end Boko Haram. They didn't come in to punish terrorists. They came in to rehabilitate them. That is why when he came in, they set up that operation. They call it Operation Safe Corridor. Safe Corridor means if you are arrested as a Boko Haram and not killed, and you get put in, they will de-radicalize you. Then they will begin the process of rehabilitating you. Then they will ask you if you want to repent. If you say, yes, I want to repent, then they will put you the process of recovery. The process of recovery include if you want to learn how to read and write, if you want to learn how to go into the society and be a normal person. So that is the recovery. You will do that for 6 months, paid for by Nigeria. Medicals paid for by Nigeria. Their welfare paid for by Nigeria. Everything paid for by Nigeria. And at the end of the day, when you graduate from that, meanwhile, when you are recovering, they allow you to read that Quran this time around because they believe the terrorists don't read the Quran. So the government will give you the Quran to read. So they believe it's part of your recovery. When you finally recover, they will then reintegrate you into the society. How do they reintegrate you? If you want to marry, they will allow you to go and pick a wife. If you bring that wife, they will give you money. They will give you probably a house as a Boko Haram fighter. Then they will set you up. If you want to be a business person or whatever, they will set you up with money. That is what is called Operation Safe Corridor. Rather than punish terrorists, we are rehabilitating and rewarding them. So, meanwhile, Boko Haram told the whole world, I'm going to crush Boko Haram. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. But that was not what they are doing. Nigerian soldiers who have been victims, who have been killed repeatedly, kidnapped, their throats slit away and all of that, they have just been collateral damage in the whole game. He did another thing, that was to set aside or create a task force inside the Nigerian military. So Nigerian soldiers were drafted. A part of, if you are a soldier and you get drafted into the Nigerian army, the army task force, their sole responsibility was to go after whoever either attack any Fulani anywhere in Nigeria, whoever ever attack any Fulani that destroy your farm, or even if you do any reprisal attack. For example, if you try to fight back or stop any Fulani and his cow coming into your farm, right, and you fight back, and the Fulani kills you right there, and you fight back to kill their cows, and you also kill any of these Fulanis in that struggle. So there is a team in Nigerian army given the responsibility, right, to come after you, because you will be considered a cattle rustler who attacked a peace-loving Fulani herdsman who was just going about with his cows, no problem, but you are the one who is the aggressor if you do anything. And that was why the governor of Anambra State, Obaino, told the whole of Anambra that if you kill a cow, you will pay 500,000, you pay 250,000 naira. If you kill, if you are killed during the problem, maybe if they are fighting, Fulani herdsmen kills you, the Fulani herdsmen will pay 500,000 naira to your family. And if you want to fight a case, you can continue to fight a case. That was what he said. You know, it's part of the plan, because when Boko Haram came in, he read the Riot Act to all of them. Anything that has to do with Fulani herdsmen in any way in Nigeria, right, you must tread with caution. And therefore, if any Fulani herdsman is brought to your own station, your police station, or your barrack, you must, with immediate effect, notify your superior, if it's going to be area commander, if it's going to be GOC or whatever they always give to themselves, or GDC, whatever it is, the military in your area. If they bring any Fulani herdsman for any crime anywhere to your station, you have to notify your superior, including the commissioner of police or the head of the military in that area. It is a riot act. It is a coded one, but they set up that task force in the Nigerian army. That task force is still very much active today. Two things in preparation for what we are all witnessing today. When you see Fulani herdsmen attacking people, we have heard the report of a coordinated attack. You see, you will think Fulani herdsman who is carrying AK-47 is just doing so to protect himself against any attack. That makes sense, doesn't it? But most of those places they have attacked, where hundreds and thousands of people have been killed in the last 5 years, yeah? Most of them have reported that the killings, their attackers were more or less like trained killers. People who know what they want to do, and once they finish the execution, it was like a genocide. This is not like a reprisal attack where some ragtag people will come and they'll start shooting and then they kill and they shoot. No. This is like a coordinated military style attack. They come to your hood, they see a whole family, they execute them right there. They go to the next place. When they see young women, when they see women, aged women, children, disabled, and all that, they will kill them in execution style. That wasn't reprisal attack because they stole cows. So they now said, well, it's because they stole cow of some Fulani a day before. That was why the Fulani herdsmen came back to attack the village and they killed 80 people, 100 people, 200 people, 500 people. That's what has been happening in the last 5 years. So, but when Boko Haram came to power, it wasn't so. It was after the whole change in the security apparatus of the country, the DSS, he appointed his cousin, Lawal Daura. So the job of the DSS is to gather intel, security intel, those who are terrorists who want to attack Nigeria, those who are plotting to attack the president or the presidency, those who are plotting to harm Nigeria, their job, they call them spy chiefs, spy police. You are not supposed to know who is in charge of DSS, by the way. So he appointed his cousin so that whatever report he needed to go and share anywhere comes to him. By the way, it goes to him because DSS report or SSS reports to the president. Then he changed the service chiefs to those who knows what the agenda is. He had to promote those he had to promote, sack those he had to sack, change those he had to change. And when the whole cycle was completed, so they began putting the structure in place to protect their would-be terrorists or their would-be soldiers, army, that will come for you, those who are now killing you. It is a common sense. I don't need to go to Harvard to understand this. Dot the line, cross the T. It will make sense if you get sense. There were no Fulani herdsmen, bandits, all of this madness in 2015. You know that. Boko Haram, Boko Haram, Boko Haram, we were shouting. It was just Alaji Shekau. Today, you have Swoop. You have so many of them. Now you have bandits. You have Fulani herdsmen. You have Miyetti Allah. You have presidency. You have Boko Haram. You have so many of them who have turned to the terrorists you are dealing with today. All these were not there. They were not there. But the moment they finished preparing the ground for them, they launched them from nowhere. All these attacks began coming. People were being killed in hundreds. Children, little children were being massacred. And there were reports as well where they have seen helicopters dropping weapons for terrorists in the bush. The villagers will notice the helicopters flying over their village, right? They will notice that. And within 2 days, there will be an attack in like about 4 or 5 villages in a single state. Coordinated. But no single terrorist has been arrested or prosecuted. Not one single one. But they are channeling your resources to rehabilitating them so that they can come back officially, probably to do what they are doing now, to kill you. 601. What audacity. Man, I have never seen this kind of audacity in my life. They don't care. They are like, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? To go and do? Oh, yeah, go and protest now. At least you don't know that some of these Boko Haram are now soldiers. They have authority to kill you legally now. And you will never know their names. You will never know where they come from. They will just say soldiers on the street, unknown soldiers. If not, Boko Haram left the people of Kaduna, the latest ones. People of Kaduna, look at them. They are on the street, women protesting naked. He left them and he flew to Bamako, Mali, to go and solve the problem in Mali. He doesn't even rate you. We know he doesn't rate you, and he knows you can't do anything. Abi? Now, the man on cruise, while he was in Bamako to settle political problem in Bamako, they were killing people in Kaduna. And at the same time, instead of their soldiers and their security men to go there and protect people, no, they didn't. They were busy preparing to release the killers of the people, of these people's husband, family members, children, those who have lost their husband, lost fathers, lost their brothers, lost sisters, grandparents, and so on, killed by these people. Those are the Boko Haram terrorists released by Boko Haram today. So you, as a Buhari din or a Buhari didn't, a Buhari did not too, or a Buhari did jatu, a Buhari shuku, ungoziari, unnekahari, obedient fool, humbled slave, and sophisticated moron, including your uncles and aunties abroad, the Mumu Madus, the Bele lecturers, the Mumu lecturers, the Facebook bandits, the social media artsmen, as well as the Buhari idiot in general. What do you make of this? Do you beat your chest and say you are so proud of the calamity you have brought upon yourself? Or you still think, my friend, continue to shout, there's nothing you can do about it. Alaye, there's nothing I will do about it, okay? Just pray that your picture will not become one of the pictures we are also going to use for example of the foolish ones who are going to die in the war they have no clue about. The man flew to Bamako. He didn't go to Kaduna. He didn't go to Katsina, where 18 soldiers were killed in a single day. 18 soldiers, Nigerian soldiers, being killed by the people that Buhari eventually freed. 18. As a soldier watching this video, listening to me right now, how do you feel? I'm asking you, how do you feel as a Nigerian soldier right now as you are watching this video? Watching that, even as you are complaining that you are being killed, right? The breathing mannequin, because that's what Buhari is, a lifeless person, which we can just call a breathing mannequin. You know all this mannequin you see in the shop, the one they dress up and all of that, eh? So imagine a mannequin that is breathing. You know, you still have to dress it. You still have to walk it. You still have to push it. It doesn't talk. So probably if you want to make it look like it's talking, you can begin to move its leaves. That is what Boko Haram is. Are you proud, happy, that this actually makes you happy as a soldier right now? He left Nigeria for Bamako, while many of you are currently hiding from those who want to kill you. You were supposed to be hunting Boko Haram fighters, Abi, but you are now being hunted by Boko Haram fighters. You are now running away. 300 of you are to escape to the neighboring country that they are no longer interested in working as Nigerian soldiers. They ran away. They ran away while they are fighting. They didn't come back and refuse to go back. No, they ran away. They said, you get killed. You just get killed for nothing. Nigeria will kill you if you don't kill Nigeria. So what they have succeeded in doing is this. Nigeria doesn't really matter anymore to them. But they are just waiting for you, probably to when you are going to be like, enough is enough. It's like they are screaming. They are screaming that Nigeria, stop us. Stop being stupid. We will do anything. We will ridicule you. You are absolute nothing. We are we are indifferent in any way to whatever you think you are feeling. That is exactly the message. Now, it's like they are now screaming, asking you, please, chase us away. Please, take over your country. Please, break it up and save lives. Or else, we will do worse. This one, now just warm up. We will do worse. You will see Boko Haram member become captain in Nigerian army. You, who has been saying I pledge here to Nigeria, my country, to be faithful, loyal, and honest, you will begin to ask yourself, have you not been so stupid? Loyal and honest? To who? To criminals who gives no damn about the country, no matter how many books you have read. They are going to tell you, you see, our own Showore, I support everything he's doing, and I'll continue to show my own support to him in my own little way, as many other people. The reason is very simple. Showore and many others represent what many of you should be. When you say something is not working and you claim to believe in one Nigeria, then you should begin to process of changing it, rather than questioning those who said, even if you try to change any of your leaders, even if Showore becomes the president of Nigeria, Nigeria is so messed up that Showore will turn to your number one enemy, and within few months. You know why? Because it is a collapsed system. You cannot restructure a system. You cannot restructure non-existing structure. Now, only when you get structure, you will restructure. They say the foundation bent, and you are all saying, how come? It's because of the characters that put it together for you. To chase them away, they are asking for blood. They said it will be war. Showore is not asking for war. Showore is asking for peaceful, change of government in a way that you can have a government that works for you. Now, here is the confusion. Showore wants one Nigeria, and he is ready to work with any of you who also want one Nigeria. But many of you are criminals yourselves. You are PDP, APC. What you have is that you prefer your thieves differently. You love them, differently. And Showore will never be your option, even though you claim to love Nigeria. You never wish Nigeria well. If you ever wish Nigeria well yourself, those of you who claim to love Nigeria, I'm coming back to those of us who are telling you that do for 1 million times. All of them will enter zero. It will end in premium tears. So let's even now say, those of you who love Nigeria, you love your thieves, not Nigeria. And therefore, if you do love your country, if you love it as much as you want to claim, you will never, ever, ever, ever open your mouth to support any of the characters who has ever been in either PDP or APC, anywhere. But Showore is your number one enemy. We know. Even though you claim to love Nigeria, Showore also love one Nigeria. You are attacking many of us who are telling you that even if you bring Solomon Grandi, born on Monday, work on Tuesday, die on Sunday, wherever I die, or whatever it is, a miracle that will be like, wow, a miracle. Bring and make him rule Nigeria. Shocker. It will end in shocker. And I'm glad Showore is also watching. And it's what I will tell him personally when I see him one-on-one. I just didn't want to drag him onto Maiyegun's diary now because we have been classified as a controversial. And with his ongoing court case, I don't want to complicate that for him. However, they love one Nigeria. Showore want one Nigeria. If you love one Nigeria, why do you have to keep supporting the criminals who put you in this mess? Meanwhile, Showore is your easy target. To what? To attack. Nnamdi Kanu. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Your ever, what do you call it? Your number one nightmare. Whether you are PDP, APC, Nnamdi Kanu is everyone's nightmare. PDP are scared that whenever election is coming, Nnamdi Kanu is going to tell people not to vote. And they needed that vote badly to send their own criminals back to government. APC will be like, Nnamdi Kanu wants to break away. He wants to go and be a president of a country. That is why he wants to break away. No, we know that Igbos will never rule Nigeria. Never, never. Even though it is one Nigeria, we are all one. But never, they will never rule this country. They are not our equal. But they have to accept that they are one Nigeria. So Nnamdi Kanu just want to divide Nigeria just because he want to be a Biafra leader. Okay, fine. He wanted to divide because he has seen through the lies that many of you also know about. But with your political correctness, you will never admit it. So Nnamdi Kanu says, you know what? If you do it 1 million times, even if you bring any of yourself into it, the way the system is structured, you will fail even before you start. Why not make it easier? Save lives. Let each region and everybody who wants to be country, let them go on and be countries. They said, oh, let us restructure. Restructuring is fraud. If anybody come to you and talk about restructuring, they have actually probably watched your mood. They needed that. And they will need to tap your mood button to tell you that they will restructure. We just need the honest people. We just send them, break it up. To save lives, save Nigerians from the hyenas, the human-eating animals that you call your leaders. That's what Nnamdi Kanu is asking. So, I like Nnamdi Kanu is against the system that some of you love. I love Omoyele Showore because he's against the system that some of you love. He's asking you, let us change it. You call them names. Hey, he's supported Buhari. Jonathan, that some of you are running mad because of 2015 election for. The Jonathan that some of you morons are running mad for on social media. You cry babies, little babies. Grown-up men, little kids in grown-up or grown-up women body in 2020 at your age. You are talking about 2015. You are so pained. Even Jonathan, the one who lost the spoon to the pot, the one who lost the key to the vault, is already an envoy to Buhari. When they see themselves, they laugh. Every deal where he won't cut out inside this old barrage, he always make the deal out for himself. You will see him on video. You'll be mad, running mad. Hey, Jonathan should stay away. Are you not old enough to decide for yourself that you are grown up? Are you not? They brought Buhari to power. They must get punished. Aye, right. They must get punished. Unfortunately, them being punished for your own stupidity and your own ignorance is the fact that they are not being punished with the way Nigeria is punishing you right now. Whether you voted for Buhari or you didn't vote for Buhari today, whether you are a northerner, a southerner, whether you are a Muslim or a Christian, go and ask now. All of you, they feel the burn, aren't you? Whether you voted or not. Is the reason you will never be honest to yourself, even those of you who are claiming one Nigeria. Let us all come together, you and who, to come together and elect Atiku, to come together and elect another thief, that in your own deranged mind, in your own warped mind, is the only way you can get out of this mess and escape and get at least prosperity in your own country, and not become a refugee in your own country, not become a beggar in your own country, not become a nobody in your own country, whereby even your government doesn't give a damn about you. You know that. They don't care. So even if you are as confused as a Buhari idiot, now let me give you this advice, okay? You have two options. If you love one Nigeria, can you at least say no to APC and PDP? I know it's so difficult for many of you because some of you, it's not about PDP, it's not about APC, it's about the thief you prefer. Some of you love your thieves differently, and I understand. Some of you love your thieves because they are from your tribe. You love your thieves because they practice the same religion with you. You love your thieves because they belong to the political party you like, or you love your thieves because everyone loves their thieves, and you need to choose one thief by yourself, or many thieves that you also have to love. What you are doing is that you are joining the bandwagon. When you jump out of that bandwagon, then you begin to reduce and stop all this nonsense about Nigerians don't like to be honest. What are you doing? You are living in Nigeria. You are writing on Facebook. Nigerians know they are not serious. Nigerians are not serious. When the bedu enter your body, you will realize that you are actually one of those Nigerians who are lying to themselves that others are not serious, because you are not either. You are living there. You have very soon you will begin to pay 6% on your house rent. When you go out now to rent a house, your landlord will tell you your rent has increased by 6%. You know why? Because Boko Haram has placed 6% on it for you. Some of you are on social media doing BBN Nigeria and all of that nonsense now. You are here, making opinion. Nigerians are so this. I am tired of Nigerians, and you are writing that inside Nigeria, Abi. You are in Lagos, or you are in Aba, or you are somewhere in Sokoto, Abi, or in Borono. You are just stupid. You just haven't seen anybody to tell you. And I'm happy to be the one to tell you. Don't worry. The unserious Nigerians that you are looking for, you will find them. When the bedu enter your body, including those of you who are waiting for those who are going to come back, to come and fight for you. Don't worry. Relax. Relax. Are you with me? Just relax. When the bedu enter your body, you will realize that you have been calling yourself all this while to come out and end it. The criminals in power are also asking you to please stop us. Please, Nigerians, stop us. They are screaming for help. Because that's what I see. They don't give a damn about you or whatever they do. Then who do you send your complaint to? Baba God or to me? Okay, now, come now. Send your problem to me. I will be able to solve them. Why Boko Haram is flying about in private jets? Sinzu, spending. Ikeduru. However, whatever you choose is what you get. We didn't start this early, and I'm going to draw the curtains at this point. I'm going to see you tomorrow for tomorrow's Sunday sermon. Until then, enjoy the rest of the evening and stay safe. Stay safe. It's very important.
Maiyegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ dódódódó.
Maiyegun Diary, Maiyegun #1.
Maiyegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ dódódódó.
Maiyegun Diary, Maiyegun #1.
Maiyegun ti dé o, ọ̀rẹ́ ará ìlú.
Maiyegun Diary, Maiyegun #1.
Lórí Facebook, lórí YouTube.
Maiyegun Diary, Maiyegun #1.
Gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Maiyegun já wa sí.
Maiyegun Diary, Maiyegun #1.
Àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o.
Maiyegun Diary, Maiyegun #1.
Bó bá ṣe eré, àní Maiyegun máa wí.
Maiyegun Diary, Maiyegun #1.
Ó sì tún ṣe eré wàá